itty bitty pieces, man.
The New Testament's going to chop him up, isn't it?
The New Testament's going to
chop him up anyway. You don't know what he's reading.
Right hook, like Revelations, right? Revelations. I know, give me Revelations 2 and 9. Revelations 2 and 26. Let's read it then. You're not reading no verses, man.
By the Spirit of God.
Brother, hey brother, you've been up here, you haven't put out one Bible verse.
Hey.
This is the book. Hey, look, sister, listen.
It's your question.
Are you Israelite?
But sister, look, the ones that are put through these conditions, all right, slavery, bondage, hardship by the oppressors, their enemies. These are Israelites, all right, because they have enemies. Like the Messiah says, the Messiah is going to save them and be a horn of salvation for Israel.
In the house of his servant David.
All right, read 26. Like David. David, he wasn't caring about Philistines. He wasn't caring about Moabites. David wasn't caring about Edomites. King Saul was told to kill Amalekites.
That's right.
Where is he the God of the Amalekites then?
That's it. And the Egyptians.
Where? God hates Amalek forever and ever. Get that.
So God is not God for all, really. God is not for all.
No. The Bible's been misinterpreted by devils.
They're lying to you.
Hey, look, he's got to run off.
Look, don't run away. Listen to it. Hey, come out.
Don't be deceived. Don't allow somebody to
This is
deceive
what we're going to do. Listen, Revelations. This is going to come to pass, right?
Brother, don't run now.
He's running, man. You're running to your master. You're running to your slave master. No, we're preaching. You ain't read one verse. What are you preaching? Your own vain opinion. Your own vain opinion has no power over the scriptures, man.
2 and 9.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 2 and verse 26. 25. But that what ye have already, hold fast till I come.
Hold fast to what you come. Hey, brother, put it there.
Come.
And he that overcometh and keepeth my word unto the end.
So if you keep these commandments and laws unto the end, go on.
To him will I give power over the nation.
To what?
To him I will give power over the nation.
You said, what about the other nations? We're going to have power over the other nations, right?
And shall rule them with a rod of iron.
And what?
And shall rule them, and he shall rule them with a rod of iron.
Yeah, so our people are going to rule over Caucasian people and Indian people with a rod of iron for what they've done to our ancestors, man. To Ethiopian people, Somalians, all these nations are going to get ruled by Negroes and Hispanics. Right? Did you see this brother here? The Hispanics, right? The Colombians and the Ecuadorians. These people, they're Israelites as well. They fit the conditions of slavery by the conquistadors, the colonizer. All right, go on, read.
As a vessel of a potter, they shall be.
25. And he shall rule over them.
And he shall, Revelation chapter 2 and verse 27, and he shall rule over them with a rod of iron. As a vessel of a potter shall they be broken into shivers, even as I received of my Father.
So the same thing, the Messiah received that by the Romans. So what they done to him, what the Romans done to the Messiah, the same thing is going to happen to the Romans, to the Romanians. Why does Romania sound like Roman? Oh, the original Romans. Yeah, the original Romans, yeah. That's why they're called Romanians. Revelation 13 and 9. Because this is happening. The guy didn't want us to read Revelations. Because he got out of there. He's like, Revelations, rah. That one's going to just make him look stupid.
Revelation 13 and verse 9. If any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity.
He that what?
He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints.
That is the patience we're holding. We have faith that the Most High comes and kills the ones that have been killing the so-called blacks and Hispanics for years and years and years, man. For generations upon generations. Revelations 18 and 23.
Revelation 18 and verse 23. And the light of a candle shall no more be at all in thee, and the
So the light of the Caucasians and all these other nations, they're not going to burn bright anymore. They're going to get put out.
And the voice of the bridegroom and of the bride shall be heard no more at all in thee, for thy merchants were the great men of the earth, for by thy sorceries were all nations deceived. And in her was found the blood of the prophets.
In her was what?
Found the blood of the prophets and of the saints and of all that were slain upon the earth.
Numbers 35, no, 33, 35. So all the blood of the prophets are found on these wicked people.
Yes, 35. Numbers 35 and verse 33. So ye shall not pollute the land wherein ye are, for blood it defileth the land, and the land cannot be cleansed of the blood that is shed therein, but by the blood of him that sheddeth it.
Because of all the bloodshed of the prophets and the saints that are upon the land cannot be cleansed until their blood has been shed to clean the land, to regenerate back the land, sister. Sister, take the flyer. Give her a flyer. Sister, take a flyer, please. Because we teach. We've got internet on YouTube, right? You can watch us. And sister, and don't go to them churches that are not teaching the truth, right? And you gotta love yourself, sister. Love the way God made you with your woolly hair and put on a beautiful dress. You know what the kente clothing as our sisters wear with the wraps? More traditional clothing as our nation is, no? Right? Barakatah. Yahweh Barakatah.
This is the book of Galatians chapter 6 and verse 7. Be not deceived. God is not mocked. For whatever a man soweth, that shall he also reap.
So you get that? Anything that someone does, they gotta get it back. What goes around comes around. So that's what it is about with our people. They think they're gonna just get away with it scot free. They think that they're not gonna get in trouble for what they're doing. So what we're up here to do, it might seem like we're just screaming and shouting, but we're up here to do what? To cleanse our people from their ways. We're trying to get the blood off our hands. Give me that Ezekiel. Ezekiel 33 and 3. What you got there?
This is Job 4 verse 8, even verse 7. Remember, I pray thee, whoever perished being innocent.
Some people think, oh, he died and he was innocent. Oh, he was so sweet. He was a humble guy. Like Takeoff from the Migos just died the other day. They were saying, oh, he was so sweet and humble. He was so humble and sweet. He was the best Migo. I liked him. He was always quiet. But whoever perished being innocent. The guy was making the most amount of wicked folly music, talking about Trap House, Draco's, Cocoon, I get high to the moon, like I'm taking off, drinking the damn scissor and that. These guys are really wicked, man. Whoever died being innocent.
Or where were the righteous cut off? Even as I have seen, they that plough iniquity and sow wickedness reap the same.
And they reap the same thing. They need to get themselves correct. So what we've been saying all just now is that we are the Israelites. Did you grasp that? Did you grasp that what we were saying, that we are the Israelites? You grasp that, yeah? Because of the persecution of what we've been getting from the colonizer, right? So now, if you're an Israelite, do you know what you need to do to be as an Israelite? Give me that, read it again.
Hold it. This is the book of Deuteronomy 10 and verse 12. And now Israel, what doth the Lord thy God require of thee, but to fear the Lord thy God, to walk in all his ways and to love him, and to serve the Lord thy God with all thy heart and with all thy soul, to keep the commandments of the Lord and his statutes which I command thee this day for thy good.
You have to fear the Lord. The Lord's name is Yahweh. Do you know that? Can we say that name? Yahweh. Yahweh. That's right. The Lord's name is Yahweh. It's written on here. If you see there in the purple, in the violet, it's Yahweh. And Jesus, who they ignorantly call him, is Yahweh Shai. Give me Proverbs 30. Proverbs 30 and 3. So you need to keep the laws of the Lord thy God. Give me the one, the blonde
This is the book of Proverbs 30 and verse 4. Who have ascended up into heaven or descended? Or who have gathered the wind in his fist?
So this is a question. Who does these things? Who goes up to heaven and comes down all the time? Who has gone and grabbed the wind? Can you grab the wind in your hand? No? No?
Who have bound the waters with a garment? Who have established all the ends of the earth? What is his name? And what is his son's name, if thou canst tell?
So who does all these magnificent things? That's the point. What is his name and what is his son's name? Give me Exodus 15 and 3. So that's the point. We just told you. Who does that? What's his name? We just showed you. Not Jaja, no. What one? Yahweh. Yahweh. Alright? That's his name, okay? And he's the God of the Israelites. He's only the God of the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Alright?
Exodus 15 and verse 3. Yahweh is a man of war. Yahweh is his name.
Yeah, the Lord. When you see the Lord written in the Bible, his name is Yahweh. Right? The Lord is a man of war. The Lord ain't a man of kisses and hugs and tiggles and unless everyone get together. So what we're going to read is show you the Most High. He is about division. He isn't about everyone getting together and lovey-dovey with each other. He wants us really and truly to separate from them. He's about separating us from the enemies. Alright? Like, give me. Oh, yeah, well, we want to hear that. We're going to show you a couple verses and we want you to hear that, right? Give me Matthew 25 and give me Luke 12 and 51. And then we'll come back to that still. Oh no, wait, let's get that. Let's get that Leviticus 13. Yeah, because remember we said, if you are an Israelite, you need to keep the commandments of the Lord, right? So we're going to show you a commandment, right? That's how you fear the Lord, Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shai, and keep commandments, right?
This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 13 and verse 29. If a man or woman have a plague upon the head or the beard, then the priest see the plague, and behold, if it be a sight deeper than the skin, and there be in it a yellow thin hair, a yellow thin hair, then the priest shall pronounce him unclean.
So look, if you got yellow hair in your head, right, or blonde hair, you'll be unclean. So that's what anyone with blonde hair is unclean in the Bible. So you got to stop blonding your hair. It's not a good look. That's biblical. You're unclean. We don't want to, and that would happen to people that have, is it called alopecia? When they get, it's a condition, isn't it? And they get, is it alopecia? What is it? Alopecia when your hair falls out. Well, that's,
what about leprosy?
Leprosy, yeah. Alopecia is a leprosy as well. Isn't it? Oh, is that a clean? Is that the clean leper?
No, it's clean.
That's a clean leper, isn't it? Yeah. You pull that by itself.
Yeah, and they don't grow.
So look, anyway, you don't want to blonde your hair. Alright? That's because when you do that, it's giving you a person yourself. The Most High made you in His image to be
Perfect.
righteous. You don't want to bleach your skin. You don't want to bleach your hair. Love the way the Most High made it. Because you're going to do it for what? The vision of people. And when your hair's not looking right, you're going to wear a bonnet or wrap it up. To what? To suit the flesh, to suit the world. Understand?
This is Proverbs chapter 3 and verse 31. Envy thou not the oppressor, and choose none of his ways.
Don't envy the oppressor, because the dollies that you was growing up with were all blonde. You want to wear, or the Barbies were all blonde. You want to look good, look like a Barbie, like a Nicki Minaj. No, you ain't got to look like Steph London or Shensia or whatever they are. Man. You don't have to look like those girls. Look like how Sarah looked, Rachel, Rebecca, Leah, right? Tabitha, all the women of the scriptures, Mary. That's how we need to look. That's how the women need to look, right? And the men need to be not doing it as well. Right, go on. A division, right? So what did you want to say anyway? What was you saying about the enemies? You want to talk about the enemies?
Going through this thing where one of my friends went into my house, and I think she done something in my house. Like when I went out my bathroom, I could see like ashes like the house and ashes all over the bathroom. And ever since that day, all my friends they stopped talking to me. Like I'm not getting no help from my doctor or stuff like that. My son, he's in temporary medical placement since he was 3 years old. Like my life is just a mess. My baby dad left me for another woman, said mom and dad hurt me.
Go to go. You can go curses. You know the one, and then get me the one where it says that number 23, 23, and then give me Isaiah 54:17. Yeah, sis, these things are gonna happen, right? People are gonna be evil amongst our own people, right? But if they're our own, you gotta forgive them. Don't be like them. Because they're wicked, I don't want you to go and turn yourself and be just like that. You get it? You should see their ways and think, wow, that's wrong. That hurts people. Don't want to be the same as them and you being just wicked. That's just going to add more hurt to people in our nation. We're not going to strive. We're not going to grow. What you do, you analyze who they are, and you turn to the scriptures. You understand? You don't have to be around them all the time. You might see them, you don't have to grudge them and slap them about or try and kill them. But you can stay away from them. David done the same thing. There was a man called King Saul. He tried to go against David many times. All David done, once he saw that he threw javelins at him to try and kill him, he turned away, he looked and he walked away. And he kept pleasing the Most High. Because the more you please the Most High, is the more the Most High will save you. When you disrespect the Most High, He will use them people to persecute you. Alright? We're going to show you.
This is the book of Numbers 23 and verse 23. Surely there is no enchantment against Jacob.
So there's no one can do any witchcraft or wizardry against you. But the Most High says if you don't listen to Him, He can curse you. Alright? He is the Almighty. You're under an attack, yeah, because you're blonde in your hair and you eat pork. Well, you're eating swine's flesh. Your vessels, you smoke, you drink. Well, then look, you're drinking, you're bleaching your hair, and then you're down. You might even be breaking the Sabbath. Do you know when the Sabbath day is? All right. Do you buy on the Sabbath? Do you cook on the Sabbath? Okay, look, you can't do those little things. Right? And these are little things. Right? We're going to show you some, right?
Surely there is no enchantment against Jacob, neither is there any divination against Israel. According to this time it shall be said of Jacob and Israel, what have God wrought.
Yeah, so look, no one can't come against Jacob. Give me the
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 21 and verse 16. The man that wandereth out of the way of understanding.
This is man or women, alright? The woman, in this instance, that wandereth out of the way of understanding,
shall remain in the congregation of the dead.
What it is, right now you're in a dry place. You're in the shadow of death. You're in a dry place. You need to come out of that area. So what it is, the light, hopefully the brothers today have been a light to show, will be a light to show you how to get out of that dead, you know, like in the Lion King, Simba and Nala, they never listened to Mufasa. He said, don't go into the elephant graveyard. Where the light don't shine, That's not our place. You went to where the light doesn't shine, sis. That is with the pork eating, with the breaking of Sabbaths, and with the bleach not here. I mean, so we want to get you over to the light side, right? We're going to show you this. Go on.
This is the book of Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 15. And it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of Yahweh thy power, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee. All these curses, it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, and to keep his commandments and these statutes which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
So look, for hearken is old English, for listening. If we don't listen to the laws, statutes and commandments, like don't sleep with the other nations, don't sleep with the Caucasians, women, alright? And don't go and break the Sabbath days, stop smoking the weed and then things like that. The Most High will put curses on us, right? We're going to read some of the curses that are upon the Israelites, right? The so-called blacks and Hispanics, right?
Verse 54, Deuteronomy 28 and 54. So that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eyes shall be evil towards his brother.
His eyes are going to be evil towards his brother. If you heard of like black on black crime, right? This is so-called black on black crime in the Bible, right?
And towards his wife, and towards the wife of his bosom, and towards the raiment of his children which he shall leave.
So look, he's disrespectful to his wife, like domestics in the household, alright? And he leaves his children, and he leaves them what, to go and just find another girl and do the same thing. That other girl's not safe. No, but the other girl he's ran to, she ain't safe. No woman is safe until what? They actually keep, the men of the Lord keep the commandments and the statutes. Because there has to be there's a leader or order in the household. The men are meant to rule the women and show them righteousness, and then they show their children. You get it? But what it is, the women, they're over usurping authority in the household. Jeremiah 31, Jeremiah 31, 22. And the Isaiah 3 and 16. The Most High, because we've been disrespectful to the commandments, he's put women above the men. And that's in the Bible.
This is Jeremiah 31 and verse 22. How long wilt thou go about, O thou backsliding daughter? For Yahweh have created a new thing in the earth. A woman shall compass a man.
What?
A woman shall compass a man.
The women have compassed the men. That's a new thing. Alright, so now the women are the leaders in the household. They own the property. They own the basically they get the leeway over the children. The men don't have say. And that's what the government systems have put in place to break the household down. It's called the Willie Lynch syndrome. You know about them things, right?
This is the book of Isaiah chapter 3 and verse 16. Moreover, Yahweh saith, because the daughters of Zion are haughty and walk with straight-forth necks.
No.
Huh?
I want the verse where it says, yeah, verse 12. Isaiah 3 and 12.
This is the book of Isaiah chapter 3 and verse 12. As for my people, children shall be their oppressors, and women shall rule over them.
And who?
And women shall rule over them. And my people, they which lead thee cause thee to err.
And that's the Christian pastors. And who you like to call the Sarnetters and the what's his name, Umar Johnsons, and these people lead us to err, right?
Cause thee to err and destroy thou the ways of thy path.
And they destroy the ways of the path to get into the kingdom of heaven. So what we need to do is hearken to the voice of the Lord, whose name is Yahweh. If you leave here today, as long as you remember his name is Yahweh, and you're in the name of Yahweh Shai, when you pray, wrap your head and pray to Yahweh in the name of Yahweh Shai, and your prayers, it's going to work wonders. But repent, stop, wash that out, keep the Sabbath day, don't eat the pork and the swine and the crabs and the lobster and the prawns.
You understand? These are things that will gain you to the kingdom. Give me that in Sirach, now 18:19.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 18 and verse 19. This is Sirach 19 and verse 19. The knowledge of the... Okay, Sirach 19 and verse 18. The fear of the Lord is the first step to be accepted of him, and wisdom obtaineth his love. The knowledge of the commandments of the Lord is the doctrine of life.
The what?
Is the doctrine of life.
No, you're going to be in was it the wonder if a man that wandereth at the ways of understanding remain in the congregation of the dead. If you don't keep the fear of the Lord, Yahweh, Hashem Yahushai, and keep the commandments, you're going to stay in the congregation of the dead. You've got to come to these laws and these commandments, sis. Alright?
And they that do these things that please him shall receive the fruit of the tree of immortality.
And that's what it's about. It's to become immortal. Our people, they don't even believe in becoming immortal. They don't believe in becoming immortal. They don't feel that they're gonna live after this world is done. Let's get them.
The book of
Mosiah says, even though you're on this earth, you might be getting it now, but when you come again and you keep these ways, everything's going to be calm after that. Go to Matthew 19:24, Ephesians 4 and 11, Job 14:14. Hold that one. Ephesians 4 and 11. Job 14:14. Ephesians 4. No. Get this one. Get Job 14:14. Get Job 14:14.
This is Job chapter 14 and verse 14. If a man die, shall he live again? All the days of my appointed time will I wait till my change come. Thou shalt call, and I will answer thee. Thou wilt have a desire to work of thine hands.
Yeah, the Most I said, if we die, shall we live again? But we're gonna live again. Give me the Matthew 24.
Yeah, this is Matthew 19 and verse 28. And Yahushua said unto them, Verily I say unto you, that ye which have followed me in the regeneration, when the Son of Man shall sit in the throne of his glory, ye also shall sit upon 12 thrones, judging the 12 tribes of Israel.
That's the point. We get regenerated. So when they kill our flesh and our bodies, our souls, they will come back, and they will come back as rulers, kings, and princesses. And they will judge and rule over all of these oppressors that have put us in persecution. Right, give me the one. Yeah, that's well, all praises. If got anything left you, I hope it's the legions of evil spirits, sister. Because that's what we need. We need to get away from the wickedness. Isaiah 1 and 16.
give me the one where it says 25.
Because look, regeneration, when the Most High comes to regenerate us, this is what he's going to do.
Matthew 25 and verse 31. When the Son of Man shall come in his glory, and all the holy angels with him, then shall he sit upon the throne of his glory, and before him shall be gathered all nations, and he shall separate them one from another, as a sheep divided, as a shepherd divided his sheep from the goats.
So look, he says, we're creating division. The damn, what is it? He must have been one of them bishops, isn't it? the bishop come round saying, oh, you guys, you preach hate, you preach division. The Messiah's literally coming to divide the people. Like, you see like this going on here. When the Messiah comes, this ain't gonna be working with him. He's gonna separate the righteous ones, the Israelites, from the Caucasians, the Edomites, the biblical Edomites. They're not gonna have them walking hand in hand. That's confusion. It's like you're not gonna see a tiger chilling with the lions. That's confusion to the lion. The tiger's like, I've got stripes, where's the stripes? That's confusion, man. Read.
And he shall set the sheep on his right hand,
The vision again, the sheep on the right hand,
but the goats on the left.
goats on the left. Give me Luke. Give me Luke 12:51. The numbers on there, sis. Right? But yeah, I hope you've heard everything. Right? Hope you heard it. This is for you. And I hope you get your children back with your life. And you get to look after them, alright? That's what it's about. When you get your children, you show them they're Israelites. And you change your ways. You put on the dress, get their head wrap, get the commandments on, start learning, okay, what are they wearing? Get your fringes on, the ribbon of blue or violet, and get a Bible and read this. Get your Bible. You got a phone, get the Bible app. Do what you can. Right?
This is the book of Luke, chapter 12 and verse 51. Suppose ye that I come to give peace on earth.
Oh, you guys preach hate. He's the God of love. He's the God of peace. The man says, you think I'm coming to bring peace when Jesus, so-called Jesus, comes back?
I tell you nay.
I tell you what?
I tell you nay. But rather division.
But what?
But rather division.
If you notice there's no so-called black people in that group. They're only Caucasians over there. That's how it's meant to be. You bag up Caucasians, stay in your group, and us so-called blacks will stay in our group. Because that's how the Most High wants it. He wants it that you lot are divided, the wicked are separated from the righteous. Give me that in Psalms. No, let's get your phone, please. That's how it was working. Alright. Psalms, I want chapter 38. Psalms 38 and 20. And yeah.
This is Psalms 37 and verse 28. For Yahweh loveth judgment, and forsaketh not his saints. They are preserved forever, but the seed of the wicked shall be cut off.
Shall be what?
Shall be cut off.
Yeah, that's separate again. That's the Psalms. It says he loveth the righteous, but the wicked are cut off from the righteous. Come give it.
The righteous shall inherit the land and dwell therein forever.
And that's what we want to be. To be righteous, you got to keep the law, statutes, and commandments. Right?
The mouth of the righteous speaketh wisdom, and his tongue talketh of judgment.
And the righteous ones will read the Bible. Right? The wicked ones won't read the Bible. You didn't tell you to take a picture of us like a damn zoo animal. We're not in the damn London Zoo. We want you look, take pictures of this guy. Whence comest thou, Esau? Where are you coming from, man? What do you want to do? You want to graffiti here? Huh? You want to graffiti here? Well, say that this is the ghetto where the Israelites, the real Israelites live, that Kanye West was getting persecuted for. Yeah, this is where the real Israelites live.
Right.
Okay, we're telling our people that we need to stay away from the enemies, the ones that persecuted us in slavery, bondage, and hardship, and that the enemies are going to be serving and bowing down to the feet of the Israelites,
right.
The so-called blacks and Hispanics. And you're going to be slaves for what you've done to our people, for what you've done, and you might not say.
Take a picture of that.
Take a picture of this. This is what you should take a picture of, really. Now, yeah, get a picture of us holding this up, saying you guys are getting enslaved. You should record it. Because this is serious stuff. This is the picture you need to take. Yeah, take that. Like I take that tune, man. Alright? And when what's gonna happen is, you're getting enslaved. We're gonna read you a verse. We're gonna show him a verse. You gotta go Isaiah 14 and 21. Because he might think he's gonna get away scot-free, like, oh yes, sir, no. It wasn't me, it was my daddy. It was my daddy's daddy. Read this, bro.
This is Isaiah 14 and verse 21. Prepare slaughter for his children.
Oh, it wasn't me.
Prepare slaughter for his children.
Peace and love. Shalom, sister, right? Shalom.
For the iniquity of their fathers. For who? For the iniquity of their fathers.
It's your forefathers' fault. Okay?
That they do not rise, nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with cities.
Psalms 41 and 11. Psalms 49 and 11. You guys think that because you rule, this is gonna be your world forever.
Psalms 49 and 11. Their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever.
You think you're gonna run the world forever?
And their dwelling places to all generations. They call their lands after their own names.
Alright, that's why you got damn Colombia. They call the lands after their own names. Africa, America. These are Caucasian men. They go to kill, pillage, and steal countries and call them after their own blood clot names. Are dumbasses, man. You don't think you ruled everything. You think you're God. Yes, we came here, we rule here. Hey sister, beware of her. Hey sister, no. Hey, turn her. Hey sister. Hey, sister with the blonde hair. Hey, that girl, she's got witchcraft on her, you know. She's a damn. Zoom for that. Yeah. Hey, yo, sister. Hey, bro, get her away from her, man. Hey, get away from her, man. Get away from that girl, man. That girl loves the Caucasian. She loves our enemies. Run away from her, man. She's the enemy that. Hey, she's the enemy. She's the enemy of our people. She's Judas, man. Yeah, look at her with her witch smile, with her witchcraft smile. Yeah, look, she's a witch, man. Look, she's laughing like Satan. No, like Eve. Like Eve, when she got Adam in the garden. She was laughing like, yeah, I got Adam with me. Right? Yeah, no, you think you're funny with your faggotry and your lesbianism, man. She's a damn, yeah, you guys are wicked. Right? Get away from our people. That's what they do. They come round.
I need to go somewhere.
Alright, brother. You're an Israelite, alright? Look it up, bro. You're God's chosen people, man. Let's read that, man. Deuteronomy 7 and 6, man. That's what they want to do, right? They want to try and get around and come around us and then, hey, was you talking to them guys? Them guys, they're very hateful, ain't they? They preach division. What the Lord says divide, man. Why aren't you reading them verses, man? The Lord wants us to divide from the wicked ones. Read them verses, man. Yeah, you don't preach division. So what does the Messiah do? Think not that I come to bring, he's not come to bring a sword, bro. Right? The sword.
This is Deuteronomy 7 and verse 6. For thou art an holy people unto Yahweh thy power.
Unto the Lord thy God.
Yeah. The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself above all people.
Oh well, together, we're meant to be united together.
Above all people.
The Israelites are the same as the Egyptians.
Above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
So-called blacks, Hispanics, the Negroes are the chosen ones above all you damn wicked vagabonds, man.
That's right.
We're above all you people, man. What you got there?
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 14 and verse 2. For thou art an holy people unto Yahweh. Yahweh has chosen thee to be a peculiar people unto himself. Unto himself. Above all nations that are upon the earth.
Right? Above all the nations are upon the earth. Man. Got it. Yeah, man. 1 Corinthians chapter 17:21.
This is the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 17 and verse 21. And what one nation on the earth is like that people, Israel, whom God went to redeem to be his own people, to make thee a name of greatness and terribleness, by driving out nations from before thy people, whom thou hast redeemed out of Egypt.
Yeah, man, a greatness, terribleness, man. The Most High redeemed the Israelites out of Egypt, and their greatness and let's get some formation. Their greatness and terribleness, man. What one nation is like the people Israel, man.
For thy people Israel didst thou make thy own people forever. For thus thus the Lord became their God.
Wait, that again? For thus the Lord what?
For thus the Lord became their God.
Right?
He's only the God of the Israelites, man. Many verses we can find where the Bible is only dealing with the Israelites, man.
This is the book of Ezekiel 31 and verse 7. Thus he was fair in his greatness, in the length of his branches, for his root was by great waters. The cedars in the garden of power could not hide him. The fir trees were not like his boughs, and the chestnut trees were not like his branches. Not any tree in the garden of power was like unto him in his beauty.
And that's the Israelites, man. No one's tree was better than the vine tree, man. None of them trees were better than the Israelite trees, man. The Israelite trees are blossoming, man. And you guys are looking like the bearded fig tree, man. You guys are looking like fig trees, man. Drooping and sogging and sagging. Right? And our trees are looking like the palms, man. Yeah, the figs, man. He calls them the fig trees, man.
You got that?
Yeah, bring that out, man. Yeah, man, the willows, man. Among the bushes, they braid, man. Yeah, they fig trees, they come down like that. But the vines, man, what do? They blossom wild, man. If you don't look after that vine tree, it will just crop there. It will go all over the house, go around the sides, come up. That's how we are, man. You can't hide us, man. We'll take over like the fire, man. We'll burn it down. Right? Yeah. Well, it's gonna lock.
This is the book of Luke chapter 21 and verse 29. And he spake to them in parables. Behold the fig tree and all the trees, when they now shoot forth, ye see and know of your own selves that summer is now nigh at hand.
Yeah, man, that's the other nations, man. You damn fig trees and all you other trees, and you start to go wild and rampant. We know what's going on. Insurrections amongst the people, man. When we not start seeing that, oh, it's nigh at hand. Alright, yo, brother. You know you're an Israelite. All praises, man. Those are the things you need to be focusing on, King. Yeah, man. Hey, yo, King. You know you're an Israelite of the Bible. Yeah, but I'm telling you that you're an Israelite, bro. So all phone calls can wait when you find out that information, bro. This is the best information in your life. Not where you can get the new Jordans, man. You get it? Yeah, man. Anyway, look, our people, they want hard. Give me Jeremiah chapter 6 and verse 17, man. Oh, give me Jeremiah 6 and 10.
This is the book of Jeremiah chapter 6 and verse 10. To whom shall I speak and give warning, that they may hear? Behold, their ears are uncircumcised, and they cannot hearken. Behold, the word of Yahweh is unto them a reproach. They have no delight in it.
Yeah, man, the Most High Hey sister, what's your nationality? Can I give you 2 minutes? 2 minutes. 2 minutes. What's your nationality? You're British Nigerian. So your father is from Nigeria. Alright, so look, did you know that in the Bible that your name Nigeria, that's in the Bible? Did you know that? Can we show you? Let's show you something. So this is what they won't tell you in the Christian church. Alright, let's show you something.
This is the book of Acts chapter 13 and verse 1. Now there were in the church that was at Antioch certain prophets.
This is for you as well, sis, because this is something they tell us, right? It's something they tell us every day. We won't let them call us these things because it's rude, right?
Yeah. Now there were in the church that was at Antioch certain prophets and teachers, as Barnabas and Simeon, that was called Niger.
That was called what?
That was called Niger.
Yeah. That word there is nigger. If you get any other translation, we're reading the King James Bible. If you get any other translation like the NLT, the NIV, that would say black man. So nigger just means dark people, black man, right? In the Greek tongue. So Barnabas and Simeon, right? They were the prophets and teachers. It just said, right? So let's go to who the prophets and teachers are in the Bible, right?
This is Amos 2 and verse 11.
We have to go to the Old Testament to find out who prophets are. Okay, Amos, right?
And I raise up your sons for prophets and your young men for Nazarites. Is it not even thus, O ye children of Israel?
What are the niggers?
O ye children of Israel.
What are the black people?
O ye children of Israel.
So-called blacks and Hispanics and Native Americans, they are the biblical Israelites. Now, you would think, oh yes, I'm Nigerian, or I'm West Indian, or Caribbean. That's not in the Bible. You get it? We need to know who we are biblically. Give me Revelations. This is the reason why. Revelations 21 and 12. Now, the pastor will not tell us this situation. They will not tell us this. This is serious. Being a black British is not serious to the Most High. Let's show you why. Let's show you why.
This is Revelation 21 and verse 12. And had a wall great and high.
So this is the gates of heaven. You know, like when you go to the dance hall, they've got a gate, right? You're going to what, whatever it is, like the dance hall, right?
And had 12 gates, and at the gates 12 angels.
These are the dancers that are in the dance, right? And the dance, if it's a certain dance of higher echelon, that red carpet, there's a guest list. There's a guest list, right? So this is where the same thing, because we are made in his image. The same thing we do on earth shall be done in heaven. You understand? This is the same thing. To get into heaven, it's like better than any dance hall you can imagine. And you want to wear your best clothes, get ready, get prepared. This is the same thing we're doing for the kingdom of heaven. Preparing ourselves, right? In the mirror. How long you take in the mirror to get ready? Take a little time when you want to spice up, right? Same thing we do to get in heaven, right?
And names written thereon.
And there's names on the list, on the walls, right? On the 12 gates, with the 12 walls, with the 12 angels, the 12 dancers, right?
Which are the names of the 12 tribes of the children of Israel.
Of who?
Of the children of Israel.
Not the Jamaicans, not the Trinidadians, not the St. Lucians, not the Nigerians, the Ghanaians. They're not on the list, not Colombians, right? Not the Brazilians. There are people, Brazilian girls, there are our people, right? You can admit they got the same vibes, Mexican girl, they got the same vibes as you, right? Cardi B's, J-Lo's, understand? We got the same connection spiritually. Because we was all, if you look at them posters, we was all put on the ships and enslaved by the colonizer. You get it? So it's to take a flyer, please. Take a flyer before you go. You don't want to hear that. You want to be a nigger. Is that a better word for you? But that's how you want to be called. That's how we preach to people. It is. Well, it works. It works. Look, be a nigger and die then. Be a nigger and die then. Because it's better to be an Israelite and live.
Where you have your place?
Yeah, but we said take a flyer at least, and you said no. So just be a nigger and go. All right, so don't. All right, sister, look, you're an Israelite. You're an Israelite. Fear the Lord and keep the commandments. Sister, look, fear the Lord, and keep the commandments, or die. Simple and plain. It's not you think we're the damn Christian pastors on this hubby-dubby, oh, this is how you're meant to preach. Give me Jeremiah 28, and don't record us. No one told you to record us, my guy. What's the Japanese and Chinese got to do with the Negroes, man? Go and paint some nails, you damn faggot, man. Go and paint some damn nails. And cook cats and dogs and eat octopus, you damn faggot, man. No one don't care about Chinese people, man.
Tell him again.
Get your Chinese camera out my face. Everything made in damn China, man. Made in China. No one cares about your damn Chinatown, damn Ip Man fingers, man. To hell with Ip Man and his Ip Man head butting bricks, man. No one cares about Japanese brick chopping heads, man. Get out of here, man.
This is Jeremiah 28 and verse 8. The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms, of war and of evil.
I love love and teaching. Let's love. You're not teaching it. But they prophesied war. They prophesied evil. Evil days are coming for so-called blacks and Hispanics that don't fix up and repent. You want to call yourself nigger? Oh, I'm black nigger. I'm a British Nigerian. There's no such thing. I've never seen British Nigerian on the application form, man. Have you ever seen, pick your nationality? I'm British Nigerian. Nah. That's not on the application forms. I've seen black British, but I haven't seen that one. That's a new one to me. You hear something new every day, they say, isn't it? That's a new one. Oh, that's not how you're meant to teach. Let's see how the
prophesy both against many countries and against great kingdoms, of war and of evil and of pestilence.
Yeah, that's what's happening. Evil, war, pestilence is coming to England. Alright, Vladimir Putin can't wait to blow you wicked people up, man. Alright, I know Vladimir Putin just recently signed a treaty with Ukraine that you guys were meant to be loving. You guys were meant to love Ukrainians, but now Putin and Ukraine have joined forces. What are you doing? Take 2 steps back. Corona stuff, man. You could have the disease. So what do you want to say? Your Coca-Cola cherry bean. What do you want to say?
I'm Ukrainian. I'm from Ukraine.
Oh, and you realize that Russia's linked with Ukraine now, isn't it? They've signed a treaty now, you know that, right?
No.
Oh, you didn't know?
What
See, the niggas know more than the white people now. Yeah, because we study and read the news. The news at 10, alright, on 7 Sisters, has said Ukraine and Russia have linked up, alright, and now your war is stupid. Your war didn't mean a damn thing, just bare dead white Caucasians on the floor for no damn reason. Or give the Most High round of applause.
My people have died.
Let's give the Most High round of applause.
They raped our babies, our women, and our elders. I'm a war.
Hey, let's give the Most High another round of applause.
Shouting.
A lot of applause, right?
All praises to Yahweh Shem
All
Yahweh.
praises to Yahweh Shem Yahweh, that them Ukrainians were raped, their children was pillaged and broken into pieces, man. That's what the Lord requires for them, man. And let's read that in the book of Isaiah chapter 47. Because look, you think we're just saying our own vain opinion. It's in the book of the Lord.
God.
Isaiah 47.
This is Isaiah 47 and verse 9. But these 2 things shall come to thee in a moment, in one day, the loss of children and widowhood. They shall come upon thee in their perfection, for the multitude of thy sorceries and for the great abundance of thine enchantment.
Wow, that's coming upon you people, man. I know, say Isaiah, the Most High told Isaiah to say, you're going to lose children. Go to the verse up, go one verse up.
Verse 8. Therefore hear now this, thou art given to pleasures.
Yeah, man, you're given to pleasures. Ukrainians have been living it up in pleasure for so damn long, man. Alright, go on.
That dwellest carelessly, they say us in thine heart, I am, and none else beside me.
Yeah, man, you guys say that you're God. I am. And there's no one that can compare to you guys. Well, then look what happened. Your own brother has come and slain you in the streets, man. Read.
I shall not sit as a widow, neither shall I know the loss of children.
And that's what they say. Ukrainians, look, she's thinking she's never going to be a widow. Your husband's going to die, your child's going to die, you're going to walk around with them flowers to their grave. That's in the Bible. Read. Yeah, that's on that. Go to verse 10. Isaiah 47 and 10.
For thou hast trusted in thy wickedness, thou hast said, none seeth me.
And that's what it is. You trusted in your wickedness. You said no one can see you. You think the Most High don't see your wicked jolting on the earth. The Most High is looking down on you Caucasians, man, and said, for far too long have you been persecuting the Israelites. For far too long have you been calling them niggers, calling them spicks, right? Calling them gollywogs, and stealing their organs, putting them on the black market. For far too long have you been disrespecting and making them faggots as well, man, for your damn money in your damn media outlets. How much men of the Lord of Israel have you seen wearing women's clothes and acting like faggots, like Eddie Murphy, Martin Lawrence, all right, Medea, Tyler Perry, wearing women's clothes, man. All right, you got to try to get Bernie Mac to get the little boy to sit on his lap. Bernie Mac ain't on that, man. All right, you guys are faggots and you're lesbians, man. All you people are gonna die and go into slavery. All right, slavery for the people that are put us in slavery, man.
Thy wisdom and thy knowledge it have perverted thee, and thou hast said in thine heart, I am, and none else beside me.
And that's what you say. You say that you are the Most High. That's wild, man. That's wild, man. Let's get another verse on that. Give me Isaiah 13, Isaiah 14:13.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 14 and verse 13.
You know, King.
For you have said in your heart, I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of God.
And that's what we read earlier in Proverbs 30. Who have gone into heaven and descended? Who have bound the winds in his hands? Or covered the waters? Or bounded up all the waters? These damn Caucasians think that they could control the wind and make heart machines to alter the wind and the rain, and to put clouds in the sky to make it rain. These guys really think that they can be God. Right?
I will sit also upon the mount of the assembly.
And that's what they think. They think they're going to create a space force and then they can do what? Be like Star Wars, Anakin Skywalker, Darth Vader and that. You know, no, serious, Star Trek, like get Spock and that. They think they got, what's those, they're going to do the Star Trek signs, man. Yeah, that's what they say, come in peace. We come the defenders of the galaxy. How can you defend the galaxy and you can't even defend Ukraine? They can't even defend Ukraine, bro. Russia took over and now they've signed a peace treaty and now they're saying peace. Let's get that, man. 1 Thessalonians chapter 5. Have you finished that? That's the point, really. 1 Thessalonians chapter 5. Oh, you guys only speak division. You guys only speak division. We're reading the Bible. The prophets prophesied war and pestilence, man. So what do you think the men of the Lord are going to do? They're going to say, fire upon faggots, fire upon sodomites. All right? Yeah. That's what the men of the Lord are up about, man. Hey, come here, come, King. Come. The men of the Lord are against sodomites, Batman, lesbian, and they're against every nation that is against the Israelites. See the lion there? Aye, all praises. Judah. Conquering lion of Judah. Now Judah comes from Israel. And Israel don't give a damn about Ethiopia. That's the reality, brother. Like Solomon, Makeda had to come and beg Solomon for information. Solomon is an Israelite. And you see what it is? They fabricated our people to think that Solomon and Makeda had a union. That's a lie. Makeda had many men. Solomon only had virgin women because it's in the Bible that we can't sleep with whores. You get it? He's a king. He can get as many women as he wants. He don't need a damn whore. Solomon never slept with a whore, brother. Understand? Read this. Let me show you something.
This is the book of Zephaniah, chapter 2 and verse 12. Ye Ethiopians ye also shall be slain by my sword.
Isaiah 45 and 14. The Ethiopians in the Bible are going to be slain by God's sword. Now, he says that the Israelites are his battle axe and weapons of war. Remember how David saved the Philistine? He uses his people, his holy ones, his chosen ones, the ones that have been put in these conditions but not listening to the Lord. He's only the Lord God of Israel. He's not the Lord God of the Egyptians, of the Ethiopians, of the Amorites, the Jebusites. You know these things. Of the Romans. He's not their God. God of Abraham, Isaac and Jacob.
This is Isaiah 45 and verse 14. Thus saith the Lord, the labor of Egypt and the merchandise of Ethiopia.
So that Ethiopian woman over there, alright, and the Egyptians, alright, not them white ones, the Turkish ones, not the Ottoman Turks in Egypt now, the original Egyptians, the Somalis and that, the original Egyptians, right, go on, the Luos.
And of the Sabaeans, men of stature shall come over unto thee, and they shall be thine.
That's possessive. They're going to come over and they're going to be ours as servants and handmaids and slaves.
They shall come after thee in chains.
They're going to come and chain themselves in handcuffs. Read that again.
They shall what?
They shall come after thee.
Wait, let me go back. And they shall be thine. They shall come after thee in chains. Shall they come over, and they shall fall down unto thee.
And they shall what?
And they shall fall down unto thee.
They shall make supplication unto thee, saying, Surely the Most High is in thee, and there is none else. There is no power.
There's no God in Egyptians. There's no God of the Ethiopians. There's only the God of Israel. And they're going to know this. But our people don't know who they are, brother. Our people are lost sheep. So now we're here. That's what we do. We're here to tell our people, know yourself. Give me Romans chapter 11. Because what it is, they say that the people that come from the West Indies, predominantly most of them are Judah, Benjamin and Levi. So the Benjamites, they got a vibration where they howl, they sing really loud. And they're like, you get me? Them man there are Benjamites. That's the way they howl and sing, right?
This is Romans 11 and verse 1. I say then, have the Most High cast away his people?
As the Most High got on the way of the Israelites, now we want to be damn Zion. Zion is only for Israel. They'll try to mix Zion with Ethiopia. That's a lie. Alright?
God forbid.
God forbid he's cast away his people.
For I also am an Israelite.
Well, Paul is an Israelite.
Of the seed of Abraham, of the tribe of Benjamin.
Of the tribe of who?
Of the tribe of Benjamin.
We got the Benjamites, man. A round of applause to the Benjamites. Brother, what you got on the top there, bro? What you got on the top, bro? Levi, brother. You see it? So you got the Benjamin vibrations, you got Levi on your top, and you got the conquering line of Judah on your right hand, brother. Them thing there are the Jews. Alright? Give me John 4:22 before you go. Because you think salvation is for the whole world. They're lying to us, brother. Let's read the Bible. Let's show you.
This is John 4 verse 22. Ye worship ye know not what.
Some worship Rastafarianism, bro. They don't know what that's about, really, bro. That's an indoctrination by Leonard P. Howell. Alright?
We know what we worship.
The Israelites, they know what they're worshipping, bro. The God of Abraham, Isaac and Jacob. They're not worshipping a man called Selassie from Ethiopia, bro. Right?
For salvation is of the Jews.
Salvation is of who?
For salvation is of the Jews.
Salvation is only of Judah, Benjamin, Levi, Issachar, Zebulun, Gad, Dan, the 12 tribes. So the so-called blacks, Hispanics and Native, you know the Hispanics that like to be around in the little compound. These are our people. Right? Remember what Pocahontas and them thing there? These are our people, because we were persecuted by the same corruption of Columbus. He's a damn bastard liar. You understand? Hey brother, the Sabbath, you understand? Peace and love on the Sabbath, brother. Peace and love, brother. Israelite. Give him a flyer. Take a flyer before you go, bro. Yeah, man. Hey, give a round of applause, man. Israelites, man. Israelites waking up, bro. Alright? But we need to fear the Lord, keep his commandments, brother. Alright? Tell the people as well, man. Keep his laws, statutes, and his commandments, man. That's the whole point of it, man. Our people need to wake up. They need to wake. Hey, get that one, man. Awake, man. 52. Isaiah 52. Isaiah 52, you there?
Awake.
Pull it out.
The book of Isaiah 52, verse 1. Awake, put on your strength, O Zion.
Put on thy strength.
Put on your beautiful garments, O Israel, the holy city. O Jerusalem, the holy city. And henceforth there shall no more come into you the uncircumcised and the unclean. Shake yourself from the dust, arise and sit down, O Jerusalem. Loose yourself from the bands of your neck, O captive daughter of Zion.
Oh what?
O captive daughter of Zion.
And that's what we are, man. We are captive people. We are captive people of Zion. And the daughters of Zion, they're very beautiful, man. They're very comely to look at. Alright? But what happens is our women have become harlots in the streets, man. Our women have become whores in the streets. If they come back to righteousness and holy, then they will be magnified amongst all the other women in the world, man. And they do that already. Even in the whoredom, they already look at them and magnify them. That's why they want to do what? They want to dress up like them. They want to dress up like our women. They want to be like our men. Yeah, they want to bleach. They want to, our women want to bleach. And their women want to get suntan lotions, man. Our people are confused, man. And they're just as foolish as we are, man. And that's how we're living in the world. We're living in the world of Satan, man. The devil's ruling in what's going on, man. But give me Revelation 12 and 12. Alright? The devil is the God of this world, man. But let's get Revelation 12 and 12.
This is the book of Revelation 12 and verse 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time.
And that's the fig trees that the brother was reading earlier in Luke. The devil knows he's got a short time. So our people need to awake, because they're gonna come hard. They're gonna come coming down like a great boulder, man. Like a ton of bricks. Brother took the words out of my mouth, man. And why they're gonna come onto you? With the mark of the beast. They're gonna try implement chips, RFID chips, that you have to buy and sell with a chip, a microchip implanted either in your forehead or in your arm. What's the drug dealers gonna do now? You know what I mean? How are you gonna sell your crack now, man? No cracker ain't coming to you and giving you your damn Bitcoin numbers and all of that. Come on, blood. Yeah, you got the scan machine. No cracker ain't coming with the scan machine. Yeah, I patterned it up, my guy. I got you. What are they gonna do to make their money? Alright? Bring it out, kid.
Romans.
Romans 13 and 11.
The book of Romans and Romans 13 and verse 11.
Bring it up.
And that knowing that the time that now is high time to awake out of sleep, for now is our salvation nearer than when we believe.
Yeah, man. Salvation is near. And salvation, like we said to the brother, is for the Jews. It's for and Israel, the 12 tribes. So if salvation is near, what do we need to receive salvation? Is to fear the Lord and keep his laws, statutes and commandments. To love your brother the way you love yourself. Don't see your brother dealing with wickedness and don't show him righteousness, man. Deal with your brother how you would want to deal with yourself. Because a lot of our people, they just say, oh no, let's let him go. Give me that one in the earlier. Hey, yo, you are damn wicked, man. You think it's funny as well, isn't it? Hey, King, take a flyer before you go, King. Take a flyer, Hey, peace and love, brother. You're an Israelite. No, you are 12. You're part of the 12 tribes. We're not all the same. You're all part of the 12. There's no one love. It's 12 love for the 12 tribes. One God for Israel. He's not the God of everybody. He's only the God of the Israelites. Well, brother, we're going to read it. We're going to show you. We're going to show you he's only the God of Israel. Give me Joel again. Give me Joel 2:27. That Joel 2:27 just cuts it. Or even Amos chapter 3:1 just cuts it. Give me that.
This is Joel 2:27. And ye shall know that I am in the midst of Israel, and that I am the Lord your God, and none else. And none else.
He's not the God of everybody. He's only the Lord God of Israel. Now listen, from the beginning, he's only been the Lord God of Israel, bro. Second Ezra chapter 6. Yeah, it's a line of people from Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Yeah, Jacob's name got changed to Israel. And Israel is the chosen, man. That's the point. Israel are his chosen. Love, bro, it's all love, you know. It's all love, King. We're gonna say it because it's the truth.
This is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 6 and verse 54. And after these, Adam also, whom thou madest Lord of all thy creatures.
Everyone comes from Adam. All right, we hear that.
Of him come we all, and the people whom thou hast chosen.
What?
And the people whom thou hast chosen.
Oh, the chosen ones are the Israelites, man.
Right.
Everyone comes from Adam, but to hell with everybody, man. God only loves the Israelites.
That's right.
And that's what something our people need to hearken, man. They need to realize that. Hey, brother's back. Yes, let's go. Hey, love you, King. Peace and love, brother. He's only the God of the Israelites, man. People need to realize this. He's not the God of the Philistines. Come on, man. Give me that Amos 3. Give me the Amos 3, man. That's a straight cut there. That verse, you don't even have to go into it too deep, brother. Just done. He's chosen. Everyone comes from Adam. All right, we get that. But the Israelites are the best. Done.
It's the book of Amos, chapter 3 and verse 1. Hear this word that the Lord has spoken against you, O children of Israel, against the whole family which I brought up from the land of Egypt, saying, you only have I known.
You what?
You only have I known.
You what?
You only have I known of all the families of the earth.
Of what?
Of all the families of the earth.
Of what?
Of all the families of the earth.
He only knows the Israelites, man.
Long time.
So we need to really figure out who are the Israelites. That, like I said, that is the $1 trillion question. It's not $1 trillion, ain't even enough. It's not enough. And we're giving it to you for free.
Yes, Israelites.
We're telling you for free who the Israelites are. If you are put on ships by your enemies, sold for bondsmen and bondswomen, you're the so-called IC3s, man. You're the so-called IC3s, man. Nah, man. Yeah, I told you. Hey, yo, look. Hey, you two are Israelites. You need to come and hear the word of the Lord, okay? Right? Fear the Lord, keep his commandments. Right? Hey, bro, King, teach your sister, teach your wife, yeah? Right? To be righteous. And yeah, man. That's what it is. You're the biblical Israelites, man. What did you do? Okay, yes. Yeah, man. How you been though, brother, man?
Yeah, it's good, yeah. It's all kicking off now. You link it up with, yeah, I like it. it, man. It's the charge of truth, man.
With what?
Issue who's the real Israelites,
Oh, with us?
who's the Jews, all this kind of thing.
Oh, yeah, the Kanye thing.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
It's all
Yeah,
about
man.
them. Who are the black people, who are not?
Exactly.
The power.
But brother, you know, you've seen us in Speaker's Corner, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You've seen man there with the staff and that challenge and that. We've been doing this for years, man. And not just before me, the elders of the House of David, they've been one West Camp, they've been doing it for years, man. You understand? They've been out on the strip way before we were here, like the GMS brothers and that, man. Right? They were your Howard Shire's Street Disciples. They've been out here for years, man. Alright, yo brother, you know you're an Israelite. You know that, yeah? Alright, brother, keep your commandments here, bro. Love, King. Alright? Keep the Sabbath day holy, man. That's all we're out here to do, man, just to show our people the righteousness, man. Because we dwell in wickedness for far too long. Wicked don't profit. But we think, oh, making a little money, making a little drug money, trying to feed my family with the drug money. And then going to jail, and then the next man comes in your house and feeds your family with some more drug money or some scammer money, man. You know what I mean? Your daddy, your son's calling the next man uncle, man. You know what I mean? This is what's going on in our society, in our households, man. So yeah, it's all kicking off. Yeah, 1323. Sarat 1323. When a rich man speak, everyone wanna know. But when we say it, it's just those guys screaming and preaching hate.
Causing
But
division.
Kanye West is saying the same thing, but you're gonna buy the Yeezys though, innit? You're gonna buy Kanye's Yeezys. You know what I mean?
This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 13, verse 23. When a rich man speaketh, every man holdeth his tongue, and look what he saith.
Yeah, and when these damn Caucasians speak, everyone wants to hear what they gotta say. They don't give a damn what you gotta say, man. That's the damn devil the Bible speaks of, man. If you so-called white men, look how red and hairy you are, man. That's the Edomites depiction in the Bible, man.
Every man holdeth his tongue, and look what he saith. They exalt it to be the clouds. They exalt it to the clouds.
They make sure everyone knows, oh, did you hear about the Kanye thing? Did you hear about the Nick Cannon thing? Did you hear about the Wiley thing? Did you hear about the Kyrie Irvings? And do you hear about what these rich men say? But what we've been saying on West, that's why I say, you know what? All praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai. If he uses them people as a vessel to open up a couple ears, Cassidy saying it, Kodak Black saying it, what's his name, Triple X, whatever is that guy. If they're saying it, all praises to the Most High, man. Let him use them as a vessel. Go on.
They exalt it to the clouds. But if the poor man speak, they say, what fellow is this? And if he stumble, they will help to overthrow him.
And that's what they want us to do. They want us to stumble. They can't wait for us to trip up. Alright, so they can come and jump on our necks. Well, blessed is, give me that Matthew 5 and 10. Well, tell with Kanye, man. Alright? Let Kanye do what he's gonna do, man. But Most High willing, alright, that what's his real name? What's his name? Is that his real name? I think his name was Michael something, isn't it?
Yeah, he changed it.
His name's Michael something, man. Alright, forget the Kanye guy, pick up the Michael, the new guy that he's got on them, man. You know what I mean? He put Michael Yashala or Michael Israel, man. Pick up Michael Israel. Forget the Kanye West. You want Michael Israel to come forth, man. Because he changed his name, innit? I'm sure he changed his name. That's what we've done. We had worldly names. We changed them to Hebrew names. So he's on that same vibration, man. We want that new man to come out of that guy and come out and say the truth. But he's been watering it down though, man. He's been watering it, he's been trimming it up a bit, but let him come to a camp, get the fringes on, get the beard going. Alright, let's get him out here, man. Get the brothers out.
This is the book of Matthew 5 and verse 10. Blessed are they which are persecuted for righteousness' sake.
Blessed are them guys that get persecuted by the Amalekites, by the Jewish people, man. Blessed are those guys. Brothers taking the channels down. Alright? Was it Cold Cuts got taken down? Watchmen for Israel. You get a lot of edification from that channel, man. Deep breakdowns. The channel just taken away, man. Flags, man.
For theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are ye when...
For theirs are what?
For theirs is the kingdom of heaven.
Yeah, man. When you get persecuted, you get the kingdom of heaven, man. These Caucasians ain't persecuted, man. Show me a persecuted Caucasian, I'll laugh in his face, man. How have you to survive what we survived? The food that we was given, the slavery we was incarcerated with, the whips that we got, the torturings that we had, the mindset of you stealing our wives and getting them raped by our brothers in front of our face. Or the slave master raping our wives or our daughter or our son, raping our son in front of our face. How can you survive? They will not survive that trauma, man. They would commit suicide or jump off a bridge. Oh, man, feel sorry for me. No one will give a damn about you guys, man. Alright, read.
Verse 11, blessed are ye when men shall revile you and persecute you, and shall say all manner of evil against you falsely for my sake. Rejoice and be ye exceeding glad, for great is your reward in heaven. What? For great is your reward in heaven. For so persecuted they the prophets which were before you.
So us being out here, getting the wagging of heads, the gnashing of teeth, great is the reward in heaven for persecuting the poor ones. Now the rich ones want to say it. Well, they need to know, bro, it's hard to get into the kingdom. Being rich, it's like a camel fitting through the eye of a needle. You understand? Give me the one in Revelation 22 and 12.
The book of Revelations, chapter 22 and verse 12. And behold, I come quickly, and my reward is with me.
And his what?
And my reward is with me.
The Most High is going to bring the Son of Man to come quick, powerful, right? Like the two-edged sword, man. It's going to come, what? In like a thief in the night.
Right.
In an hour.
Right.
Quick, suddenly, man. And he's going to come quickly, go on.
To give every man according as his work shall be.
Everyone is going to get given a reward that keeps the law, statutes and commandments, that cry for the abominations that be done in the midst thereof for the Israelites. Sister, did you know that? Let's hear that. Let's get Ezekiel 9 and 4. You might not have known this, we're going to read it, thus saith, alright? You know it already. We're going to read Ezekiel 9 and 4 so you hear this, alright, sis?
This is Ezekiel 9 and verse 4. And the Lord said unto him, go through the midst of the city.
We don't go to the Gentiles, alright? We go to the lost sheep of the house of Israel, alright? That's what the Messiah says. Do you believe what the Messiah says? The Messiah himself says, don't go to the Gentiles or the city of the Samaritans, but go rather to the lost sheep of the house of Israel. Right? Matthew chapter 10 and verse 5. Right? So that's what we go through the midst of the city and speak to the so-called blacks, Hispanics and Native Americans. They are the biblical Israelites.
Through the midst of Jerusalem and set it...
Who?
Through
the midst of Jerusalem.
That doesn't mean go to Israel. We just go to our people that have been carried away captives in the city of by the rivers of Babylon, where we sat down. Right? You understand? We were carried away captivity, and the heathens require of us a song. You understand? We go to the midst of Jerusalem, right?
And set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and that cry.
What?
That's
the
men that sigh and that cry.
For all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof.
We cry out upon pedophilia, homosexualities, mixed marriages, right? Women with all sorts of legions of demons on them, the men that want to be wussy boys and not stand up for the truth, right? We cry and sigh for all the abominations that be done, and at the same time cleanse one another, right? With the word. We cleanse one another, showing our brother, yo, let's stay on this narrow path together. Because you can't do it on your Moses. We need each other. It's not an easy road. It's not an easy road on your own. A stick can break, but you get a bunch of them together. Them branches, it's going to be harder to break that. Right? So there, that's what it's about. Us gathering together. Give me Genesis 49. Genesis 49. I bring out the precept.
This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 4 and verse 9. Two are better than one.
Well, what?
Two are better than one, because they have a good reward for their labor.
And that's what they do. They come out together as brothers. Where two or three are in the mix. You know the verse, sister. Where two or three are in the midst, the Most High is present. And he only dwells in his people, the Israelites.
That's right.
He don't care if two or three Turkish people get together. He don't care if two or three Eritreans, or what are them ones there? What they look like? Albanians. He don't care about two Albanians getting together. He only cares about two Israelites. So what? Egyptians, Pharaoh gets together. He don't want us to get together like this. You see that? Mixing with Jezebel and Delilah. You know, he's laughing. He thinks it's funny. It's not funny. He don't want us to mix with that. That's not. For God so loved the world. Hey, give a round of applause for God so loved the world. Alright. Created him the world. And yeah, we're gonna read it. We're gonna read. Brothers are ready. You see that? The brothers are ready. You see that? No, you gotta be careful what you say. The brothers are ready with verses. You see that? They went ching and flip just to show you. Hey sister, do you know what precept upon precept means? What does that mean? Yeah. Do you have a precept for God so loved the world? No, okay, no. Alright, so we're going to get precepts. Listen, wait. We're going to get precepts, and I want Acts chapter 2, verse 21. And look, we're going to get the verses, sister, please. And once we get the verses, we want you to understand what's going on. Alright? Let's read them. Let's get all of them. Alright?
This is Romans 11 and verse 26. And so all Israel shall be saved, as it is written, there shall come out of Zion the deliverer, and shall turn away ungodliness from Jacob.
Oh wait, that's a haymaker. That shouldn't even have come first. We should have gave her a couple of jabs. And then give her the boom. Not trying to hit women. Not trying to hit women, but sister, what it is, women should be silent in the church. Because this sort of rubbish can happen to the men of the Lord. Yeah, we're going to go to all, this is one of them. But we should have gave you that one as the haymaker. Alright, let's read this one. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 45 and verse 17. But Israel shall be saved in the Lord with an everlasting salvation. He shall not be ashamed, nor confounded. World without end. Israel is the world without end. Israel shall be saved. Let's get this one. Acts.
The book of Acts, chapter 2 and verse 21.
Bring it out.
And it shall come to pass.
And it shall come to pass
that whosoever shall call upon the name of the Lord shall be saved. Ye men of Israel.
You what? Hey, come on. You what?
Ye men of Israel.
You what?
Ye men of Israel.
Who can call upon the name of the Lord? Right? Alright, wait, continue. It's just not going to hurt you even more. Keep reading.
Ye men of Israel, hear these words.
Do what?
Hear these words.
So the only ones that can hear the words are Israelites. And so wait, so you think Paul didn't speak to no one else? But Paul. Wait, sister. But you just really disrespected Paul, man. Paul is a brother that was a sinner and he converted and changed his ways.
Come
They were Israelites, no one else. Alright, give me Acts 28 and verse 20. Sister, you need to, when you disrespected Paul, and Paul's my brother, I need to defend Paul. You did, you said that he come for everyone else. Read.
The book of Acts. The book of Acts 28 and verse 20. For this cause, therefore, I have called you to see you and to speak with you, because that for the hope of Israel.
For the hope of who?
For the hope
of Israel. I am bound with this chain.
Paul was bound with a chain for the hope of Israel.
That's right.
He wasn't bound in a chain for the hope of no one else.
Come.
That's why he says, ye men of Israel, hear these words. Huh? The hope of Israel is that, give me Romans chapter 10 and verse 1. Let's listen to the word. Let's listen to the word. Romans 10 and 1. What is
Pick
the
it
hope
out.
of Israel? Of course you're going to leave, because the Bible's cutting you up. This is the hope of Israel.
This is the book of Romans 10 and verse 1. And it reads, brethren.
Brethren.
To be a brother, you have to have the same lineage of family members.
That's right. My heart's desire and prayer to the Most High for Israel is that they might be saved.
The hope of Israel is salvation. That's who Paul's talking to. For the hope of Israel to be saved. You're not saying the same thing. You're saying he's the God of the whole world. Now John 3, go to John chapter 3, because she didn't read John chapter 3 in context. Even when you read John chapter 3, who are they talking to? Come, we go too far. In John chapter 3, the context is that someone is in a house talking to who? Come, get John chapter 3, because you're just, go John chapter 3.
This is the book of John 3 verse 1. There was a man of the Pharisees named Nicodemus, a ruler of the Jews.
Alright, so look, Nicodemus, this is talking to the household of Nicodemus. He's not talking to the whole world. He's talking to Nicodemus, alright? A ruler of the Jews. Go to verse 14.
Verse 14. And as Moses lifted up the serpent in the wilderness.
As Moses lifted up the serpent in the wilderness, did Moses lift up the serpent for the whole world? I'm gonna wait. Do you even read the Old Testament? Because you church guys, you don't read the Old Testament, man. You've been reading this New Testament and you've been getting confounded with Paul. From stumbling blocks. There's a stumbling block on you people, because you don't read get Numbers 21 and 9. Numbers 21 and 9. As Moses lifted up the serpent in the wilderness, go on.
This is the book of Numbers chapter 21 from 7. From 9. As Moses made a serpent of brass and put it upon a pole, it came to pass that if the serpent had bitten any man, when he had beheld the serpent of brass, he lived. And the children of Israel set forward.
And who?
And the children of Israel.
The children of the whole world.
And the children of Israel.
You're done out here. Give me John chapter 3 again. Because she don't even know what John is talking about, man. Get John chapter 3. You're not, no, let the Bible speak. Let the Bible speak. Sister, you said John 3:16. The brother's been waiting for her John 3:16, man.
This is John 3 and verse 14.
Bring it up.
As Moses lifted up the serpent in the wilderness.
Who was that for?
The Israelites.
Sister, who was that for? But, sister, when we dialogue, we ask a question. So in the context of Moses, the context, I want you to grasp it. Sister, have you heard of the word Selah? Sister, have you heard of the word Selah? What does it mean to Selah? What does it mean to Selah? We asked you what does precept mean. For who? For who? For who? For who though? Who did he do that for? Was it for Moabites? Was it for Edomites? Was it for Philistines? Was it for Cushites? Was it for Egyptians? Who did he lift up? This is what we get. Proud, stubborn, stiff-necked, rebellious daughters of Zion. Man. This is what we get. And now the men, the women think they can rule over us, man. They don't know how to just be silent in the church and just let the men of the Lord read thus saith and speak about the abominations that be done in the world, man. We're out here to talk as men of the Lord for our people, but she wants us to save the damn Caucasians, man. We're not no super coons ain't getting in the kingdom. Super coons, no. We'll read when we want to read, and we'll say it when we want to say it. Super coons, Captain Saber Heathen, ain't getting in the kingdom of heaven. Alright? Proverbs 16 and 4. I want Proverbs 16 and 4. She can't ask anything. Until she answers who Moses lifted up the serpent in the wilderness for, she ain't got nothing up here, man. No. She don't run things. The day that women run our yards gone a long time ago. Alright, men of the Lord are running things in their households, man. Think she can come up here and try to dictate to us what to say? You got another thing coming. And you women, you need to know, honor your husbands and keep order in the household, man. Especially in the church. Alright, women keep silent in the damn church, man. Alright?
This is the book of Timothy, chapter 2 and verse 11. Let the woman learn in silence.
What?
Let the woman learn in silence.
Let her chat and shout and stay. Or tell us what to read.
Let the woman learn in silence.
Just be quiet.
With all subjection.
What?
With all subjection.
That's why the women of Israel are wanton, high-minded, alright, stiff-necked, rebellious, man. Alright, and then on that she has to run, man. Like when the women finally hear and get told by the men of the Lord how they need to act. Oh no, don't read that verse. Let the words, I know it I have a personal relationship with God. Jesus is my husband. That's what these women be saying, man. Jesus is my husband. Don't talk to me like that. These proud, stiff-necked women, man.
16 and 4. Proverbs 16 and verse 4. Yahweh hath made all things for himself, yea, even the wicked for the day of evil. Every one that is proud in heart is an abomination. Is an abomination unto the Yahweh. Though hand joined in hand.
Though hand joined in hand.
He shall not be unpunished.
So saying, oh, we have to be one. Oh, he's the God of the world. He's the there's John 3:16. He's the God of the world. The Bible literally said, if you join hand with the wicked, you're going to be destroyed, man. Simple and plain. We're not up here. We're not. Shalom. Give me what's thy enemies, man. Give me 12 and 10. Sarat. Well, we was told to be careful and watch for them. She's like, oh, just let them in your house. Let them cook. I will never let a Moabite cook in my kitchen. If you come letting Chinese people cook in my kitchen, bro. They'll feed me cats and dogs and octopus
and all kind of
all sorts of abomination. Oil from the damn gutter, man. They'll get doo-doo oil and give me sweet and sour damn Hong Kong chicken, turn into damn Hong Kong kittens, man. Hong Kong rat. And give me that in the damn doo-doo oil, man. I'm not eating from no damn Moabites, man.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 12 and verse 10. Never trust thine enemy.
Alright, look, trust the so-called Caucasian.
Never trust thine enemy.
Trust the Romans.
Never trust thine enemy.
Never trust your enemy, man. Watch out for IC1s, IC2s, IC4s, IC5s, IC8s, IC7. Watch out for them. ICs, guys, man. IC1s, man. IC the 2s. Alright? Hey, yo, IC3. Hey, brother. I don't know, man. It could be Jake, man. Not good at Jake, man. Hey, yo, IC5s. Hey, watch out for them, man. Hey, watch out for them, man.
Though he humble himself, never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusted, so is his wickedness. Though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him.
And
beware of him.
When it says for God so loved the world, you need to get the Hebrews, man. Get the Hebrews, man. Beware of him, man.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 49 and verse 10. But I have made Esau bare. But I have made Esau bare.
The Most High has made the Caucasian man naked, like uncovered him. Like we know your wickedness now. We know there's no longer us coming around saying, "Oh, let's love you guys." We know about your oppression that you've done to our people, man.
I have uncovered his secret places, and he shall not be able to hide himself. His seed is spoiled, and his brethren and his neighbors, and he is not.
And he is dead. And he is not, meaning, and he is dead out here. The so-called white man is dead. That's old slang, and he is not. Some 1611 Shakespearean slang. And he is not. He's a dead man. He's done. The so-called white man's done at him. That's how we, you know what I mean? But we gotta make it plain upon tables, man. Bring that.
This is the book of Hebrews 11 and verse 3. Through faith we understand that the worlds were framed by the word of the Most High, so that things which are seen were not made of things which do appear.
That's the point, man. Who the worlds, man. There's more than one sort of world. There's the sea world. This is a man's world. I'm pretty sure they didn't say it's a woman's world, because there's the world of the men and the world of the women. The reason why we got the men's toilets and we got the women's toilets. The women's toilets is for the world of the women. The men's toilets is for the world of the men. That's where we do our thing. Because why? We have you got the innies, man. You got the plus, they got the you understand? That's just how it goes. It's a balance, man. Yeah. Oh no, that's cool on that, man. Oh no, I'm gonna pass it over to the Nazarene News, man. I hope you were edified. Alright? Kwame Shabala.
Kwame Shabala.